signature styles at prices less than you think. Fall in love with boohoo.com.
Welcome to all new Style in the City. Coming up this week, if your work wardrobe is in need of reorganisation, then stylist Nicki Gillon is here with a few strategic tips. Ever turned up to a party wearing the same dress as someone else? We've got a solution to the embarrassing problem. We're at Harvey Nichols to bring you this week's key look. I get all shook up as I try out one of the latest Get Fit Quick pieces of gym equipment. And I'm joined by a hairdresser, a personal trainer and a fashion expert in the hope of answering some of the city's most burning style questions. OK, it's fashion time now, and we've got Nicki from Manchester Fashion Network, and she's giving us the lowdown on office wear. I must admit, it's a minefield, isn't it?
It's very tricky.
Yeah.
I've purposely gone for almost like a capsule feel, something you can work with, because it's 5 days a week.
It is 5 days a week, and also it's expensive. Office wear is expensive.
Definitely.
OK, let's bring on our first model, and it's Carla. Shorts, city shorts.
Definitely. So the city shorts has been around for a few seasons now, but we're definitely seeing a kind of a nod in the fashion arena. More of a kind of high-waisted feel, and especially within offices, you can wear a short.
Now, I would say,
Definitely.
if you were a solicitor, that you wouldn't be taken seriously in a city short. You could go for a longer short.
Yes.
Is this something more the creative side?
It is, and then also I think don't be afraid to kind of put an opaque tight with it. You know, it's almost like
having leggings or trousers.
Exactly.
But like you say, capsule wardrobe, maybe the shirt you would throw with a pencil skirt.
Exactly.
With trousers.
And also don't forget about the loafer, especially if you're kind of a young professional, early 20s. The loafer is definitely the new shoe to be wearing.
Oh, is it?
Yes.
We hear. Elle Macpherson wears them, and she's in her 40s,
exactly.
so I'm going to wear them.
Exactly.
Thank you very much, Carla. Let's bring on Amanda now, then.
So we purposely stuck with the black and white, almost grey theme running through, just because it's almost like a staple piece for the week. You could wear the black jacket with the trouser. We've teamed it here with a tulip skirt. The key skirt shape for the season, spring, summer and autumn, winter just gone. It's definitely one to kind of invest in.
Now, the thing is with office wear, as a rule, offices have a lot of women in them, and you don't want to set off the wrong impression.
Definitely.
Now, is that skirt too short? Do you think you're going to get people gossiping, going, oh, look, she's got her legs out, blah, 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 blah? You've
got to remember that it's your own personality. You've got to put your own take on it. So you can almost adjust the look of it. You can adjust the length of a tulip skirt. Again, you can put a tight with it. And I think, again, looking at maybe a flat brogue rather than a heel, I think a heel can very much give you that kind of power look. And again, this is versatile if you want to go out in the evening. So if we turn around and just show the back of the detailing, absolutely beautiful. And it's all about your personality. I think you can almost be washed away in a black suit.
I think when we say office wear, we all picture power
Definitely.
suits, and actually this is just something that's very, very different. Thank you very much indeed. Let's bring on Debbie now, who looks gorgeous in grey.
So we've obviously gone for, it's almost like a 1950s style shift dress. Don't forget that you can actually work a dress at, in the office. Whether it's a case of looking at a standard shift dress and layering it up with a jacket and a long sleeve top underneath. This is quite a versatile dress because obviously it's long sleeved. And again, it's a very nice length and it's very powerful, I think.
Are we dresses this season or are we skirts?
Definitely a mixture of the two.
Oh, don't tell me that. You've got to tell me one or the other.
It tends to be just a dress or a skirt, but we've got quite a lot, again, on the tulip style skirt, and then we're really going back to the 1950s, and there's a lot, Calvin Klein looked at a lot of structure, so there's lots of structured dresses, looking at a lot of shift dresses. It's actually very smart, spring-summer for a change.
So really, we're doing office wear anyway.
Definitely.
If we were looking at colours, what colours should we be going for?
So we've stuck to kind of the standard greys, but definitely coming into spring, summer, we've got lots of nudes again, lots of lemons. It's very soft, very pastel-y, very much away from that whole hippie paisley print.
Oh.
It's very pretty.
Thanks very much, Debbie, and thanks to you as well, Nicki.
No problem.
Picture the scene. You've spent hours getting yourself looking gorgeous for a night out with the girls, only to end up completely embarrassed and self-conscious when one of your friends turns up wearing exactly the same dress. Well, a new website set up by a company right here in the Northwest hopes that this will be a thing of the past. So how did you come up with the concept of this idea?
I was going to a wedding in May last year and we got the invitation through. My husband was chatting to me while loading the dishwasher and I was just browsing through the internet looking for clothes to wear and started to panic really. I started thinking, well, what if she's wearing that and what if so-and-so's going to be wearing that? So I said to my husband, I really like this dress, do you think anybody else will be wearing it? And he said, well, there's not a website that you can register it on. So I started looking and I couldn't find one. And we just forgot about it. Then we went to the wedding and two lovely ladies turned up wearing the exact same outfit. My husband said, you've got to go with that idea. And it just started from there, really.
So it grew arms and legs from there. How does it actually work?
It's quite simple. As long as you have an email address, you can just click onto our site and register any occasion that you're attending. You don't even have to be the organiser.
And if I was going to a 40th next week, how would I look on to see if somebody else was going in the same outfit?
The event organiser usually registers the occasion, sends out their invitations. They can send them out with a nice little unique event code, which keeps things nice and private. People can just type that in, go onto the site and you can view what everybody else is wearing. We've even got images on there. View the descriptions, you can leave comments for each other. For example, Dave's organising a taxi. Anybody interested, email me. You can email the event organiser from the site as well.
Now I joke about this whenever I go to a wedding. I always say, oh, it is my big day. I want to have the wow factor. Do you think it takes away that wow factor?
It can do, but we've come up with an idea for that. You can actually register it anonymously. So you can register your outfit. Nobody knows who's going to be turning up within that fabulous little number. And it leaves it as a big surprise.
But how awful is it to actually turn up in the same dress as somebody else?
You spend hours, weeks, trawling through the internet, trawling around the shops, trying to find something absolutely amazing, and you put a lot of effort into it. You often spend a lot of money on these outfits for special occasions, so for someone else to turn up and steal your thunder, it's not pleasant.
Copycat, 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 copy, copy, copy everyone else. Copycat, 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 copy, 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 copy yourself.
And are the chances very high of you turning up in something that somebody else is wearing?
I think they're actually quite high. A lot of the retailers have actually reduced their ranges now, so the best sellers are shining through. You actually go to try and find a beautiful dress and you have 2 or 3 wonderful wow factor dresses within the shop window, and those are the ones that attract you to go into that store. So the chances of actually somebody else turning up in that outfit from that window is actually quite high.
When I'm flicking through celebrity magazines, I think it's great when I see 2 celebrities in the same one. Do you have any celebs registered with you?
We do have a couple of footballers and their fiancés who've registered their weddings for this year on the website, and we actually met with them at a recent wedding show of one of the couples, and they were particularly interested in the site and thought it was a fabulous idea because for people to be turning up, the magazines would actually love that. All right, thank you very much. Thank you.
Still to come on Style in the City. It might be freezing outside, but the stores are already packed full of the spring-summer lines. Ben Maxfield talks us through one of the season's key trends. A great body with minimum effort? Is this piece of gym equipment the answer to every woman's dream? I find out. And if you want to know how to stop your hair colour from fading, then stay tuned as our panel of experts answer Manchester's style dilemmas. But before all that, this week's product of the week is Resurface Stick from Blink UK. Smooth away your winter blues with this gentle at-home microdermabrasion stick. The minute crystals in the product even out skin tone, encourage collagen production and diminish the appearance of fine lines, rough spots and sun damage. There are no messy creams or gels to use and you will see results from the first use. It costs $29.95 and is available from their website.
See it, want it, wear it. Boohoo.com. Boohoo.com sponsors Style in the City.
See today, wear tomorrow.
Boohoo.com sponsors Style in the City.
Welcome back to Style in the City. Now, I know we're hit by the recession, but why not cheer yourself up with some fashion-forward ideas?
Hi, my name's Ben. I'm the personal shopping manager at Harvey Nichols, Manchester. For this week's key look, I have chosen this 3.1 Philip Lim dress, a favourite designer of America and a favourite designer of Michelle Obama. I've chosen this because it seems to have different coloured sequins on, so you can match it with any different shoe or bag. Maybe a black patent coat because it's got black sequins on. Blue, green, red, all the colours of the sun, so this is a perfect dress for summer. Now, the shoe that I've picked for this week's key look, some people would choose a sparkle shoe. I think that's a little sparkle overkill, to be quite honest. So one of the key trends of spring-summer is animal skins, so I've chosen this Jimmy Choo High Gladiator sandal, which a lot of our customers are in love with, and I think it'll really complement the dress really well, and to be quite honest, it's a wearable shoe that you could put with jeans or anything like that, so it spreads the cost. So I've picked this hot pink Calvin Klein clutch. I think it's perfect. It's python skin again, which we spoke about, and I really, really love the colour. It just makes the dress pop.
As you know, on Style in the City, we're always on the lookout for that quick fix exercise that'll keep us slender and fit. Well, apparently there's a new piece of equipment on the block that the Hollywood set swear by.
Here we go. Shake it, 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 shake it like a Polaroid picture.
So Joe, tell me, what are the benefits for this power plate?
The main benefit of the power plate is muscle toning. It's all bodyweight exercises. The benefit for the non-athlete is that it's very low impact, and all of the exercises are fairly user-friendly. There's nothing you're going to do on the power plate that isn't something you've done in an aerobics class or you could do with a personal trainer.
OK, well, I like that, a nice gentle exercise, so I'll jump on.
OK, hold on nice and tight, drive your hips down and back, and I want you to stay there for me for 15 seconds.
OK.
You ready?
Yep. What's the benefits of the shaking?
The vibration is causing your muscle to contract and relax many more times per second than it would normally. Now, what I want you to do is, I want you to come up and back down.
So actually it doesn't feel as intense as doing squat after squat after squat,
Absolutely
does it?
not. OK, last time, up and down for me. Up and down. Beautiful.
So if you had any injuries, could you still use this?
I'd have a professional there to direct you, but ideally, if you have a rehabilitation program that you need to do, this is a method of exercise where you're putting minimum tension on a joint, but you're still going to get the benefit of a tone.
What should I do next?
All right, if you step off this side, so we've toned the leg,
Yep.
and we're going to stretch the leg. So we're going to take our right leg and put it on the plate.
Yeah.
And I want you to keep your chest lifted and your back straight, and one hand here, one hand here.
Yeah.
I just want you to lean forward so you feel a light stretch in the back of your leg. That's a good stretch. Okay. Now when we're stretching on it, we're using the muscles responding differently to the vibration, but we're still going to get a better stretch than if we do it without the plate.
Right.
The benefit of stretching on here is normally you don't know how long to stretch for.
No.
But if your trainer tells you, okay, we're going to do 30 seconds, and you can see 30 seconds there,
Yeah.
which is just coming up now, we're going to swap over to the other side.
And with this, could you use something like this for every muscle in your body? Could you do every exercise on here?
Yeah, I wouldn't say there was any particular exercise that you couldn't do on here. As long as you had someone there who could show you how to do it safely and correctly, you'd be fine.
Now, be honest, is this something that could be a standalone gym workout for you, or do you have to incorporate it with other things?
Could use it like that. If you really wanted to get the most out of your training, I would use it in combination with other methods of exercise. It marries very well with everything else we offer here at this gym.
But do you think it's a good suggestion for people who aren't familiar with the gym who are a bit intimidated by it maybe?
Absolutely, yeah. I mean, the majority of people use it as an entry-level piece of equipment. You can make it more difficult, but it's a very nice way to get a quick result without punishing yourself, without dripping with sweat, without, you know, being sore the next day. It is a gentler form of exercise.
Well, I like this bit, this massage bit. I think I'll just take a chill.
You've got 8 seconds left.
Oh, reset it.
And if you fancy trying out the benefits of these vibrating plates in the comfort of your own home, the Reviver Whole Body Vibrating Exercise Plate is the at-home version of the vibrating training plates that you find in your local gym. It claims to tone your legs and buttocks, increase your circulation and metabolism, and improve posture and balance, all from your living room floor. Up next, personal trainer Paula Litherland, hairdresser Craig O'Rourke and image consultant Susanna Kelly join me to tackle Manchester's most burning style questions. OK, team, let's just dive straight in and look at the screen.
When I curl my hair, how do I keep it curly for as long as possible without the curls dropping out?
Craig, I suppose that's one for you. How does she keep her curls?
Best thing is to use quite a firm hold hairspray. That way it's going to keep the curl in. And then of a morning when she gets up, you can use like a revitaliser or something, but always scrunch it into the hair. No need for a dryer.
Now, but my days of hairsprays and whatever, I'm thinking solid, rock solid, can't touch it. Have we moved forward with products?
Absolutely. Most things now are pretty lightweight and you can comb them out now, whereas before, you know, nothing was getting through that. So, yeah.
OK, fabulous. OK, let's go back to the screen and have a little look.
What's the best thing you can do to keep a toned tummy?
Women everywhere, Paula, are shouting that one. What is the answer?
Yeah. I mean, first of all, you can't spot reduce. I think people think that I'm just going to lose weight there, and that just doesn't happen. You can do sit-ups for the rest of your life, and you won't burn fat around the middle. So the main thing is obviously to get your energy balance right, lose some weight, do some exercise. But for a toned tummy, if you're at that stage, then sit-ups, planks, you're working your transverse abdominals there, superficial ones, sit-ups. And twisting, so lots of sit-ups and planks there. OK,
but you've got to have lost the weight already. You can't if you've got a bit of a tummy.
Yeah, you can't just tone it up by just doing sit-ups because you can't burn fat in spot-reduced areas.
Okie dokie. Well, Suze, we've got a little email here for you. Shirts and ties. What's going on at the moment? Should they match? Should they contrast? This is from James, and he's 20 and lives in the city centre.
Well, you know what? There aren't any hard and fast rules about this, and it all depends on what sort of impact you want to make. And my view is that actually the bigger the contrast, the more statement you're going to make. So fantastic if you're out and about socialising. Certainly in the job market right now, if you want to make a bit of an impression and if you're creative. The whole mixing and matching is just fun. Play with it. And why pigeonhole yourself? Do a bit of both.
What I've noticed as well is matching little hankies.
Yeah, very vintage. Very vintage.
Should we be doing that?
I'm not sure. Again, it's a trend and it's a style statement, and it's certainly something that's going to get some people looking at you. So it's all about personality. Let it shine through.
Fabulous. OK, we've another email here for Paula. What's the best footwear to buy if you're going to be running around?
You need a lightweight shoe. There are different types of trainers. Obviously, you don't want something flat and heavy, and you want something that curls up a little bit at the front. So if you went to a shop, a specialist footwear shop, and you want some cushioning in your heel for the strike action, but mainly light and to fit your foot. And you always get a little bit bigger in a running shoe as well.
So would you say a whole size bigger or a half size?
Half size, yeah, so your toe doesn't pop through.
That's right. Lovely. OK, let's have a look at the screen.
Like what's coming up in 2009 for the spring line?
Got lots of exciting things coming up, actually, and some continuations from last season as well. We've got the off-the-shoulder, the asymmetric looks are coming back in again. Sort of teaming it up with the Grecian. That's the whole look of a bit of, shoulder. And interesting, the fabrics are changing as well. So we're revealing a bit more this season. So some sheer fabrics, very sexy, very feminine. Equally, we've got some motifs. The butterfly is going to be big for this season. Have you heard of that? Yeah,
I love it.
Everyone needs to be sporting a bit of a butterfly somewhere. So that's big. In terms of colour, again, we've got a lot of the brights moving back in. We had it last year, I know.
No,
the 80s.
see, when you say brights, I'm thinking neons. Am I wrong with neons?
We're not neons. We're just
the
going...
Lord.
I know, the 80s thing, thankfully, we've left behind in the leg warmers. We're just talking bright. We're coming away from these soft, muted colours to something really nice, a bit punchy.
Fabulous.
Yep.
It's not better than black, she says, dressed head to toe in black. Let's go to the screen.
When I wash my hair, it goes incredibly boofy. Is there anything I can do to stop it from doing that?
Is that a hairdressing term? I don't know.
Professional terminology there.
So what should he do?
Well, serum you would expect just for ladies to use, but men, get out there and go and buy it because it will help. It'll stop the moisture getting into your hair, which is the main cause of your hair going boofy. And another good idea is really to, if he's drying his hair, is to make sure that the heat's going down the hair shaft, and that's going to flatten the cuticle and stop any moisture getting in there as well.
OK, well, let's have our final email question. This is from Hannah. She's 28 from the city centre. My colour fades really quickly. Mine does as well. And she's got highlights and a toner. What can she do? Is there a hair product out there?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, there is. There's a shampoo that you can use that actually has colour deposits in it. And if you look for different ones, there's like golden blonde, there's one for a cool blonde, so depending on your hair type. And that'll help to actually replenish the tone as it's being shampooed by yourself and you're losing the tone from the toner that the hairdressers gave you.
And how often should she wash her hair?
Depends on the individual. Ideally, I'd say 3 times a week, but then you can never say.
I'm shuddering at my twice a day. Team, thank you very much for putting us straight. Competition time now, and how do you fancy winning a year's worth of haircuts and colour, courtesy of Clarity's Hairdressers in Manchester? Clarity's have been in the city centre for 30 years and always offer a top-class service. So, if you want to be pampered every few weeks, why not let salon director Richard Torber keep you a cut above the rest, and a senior colourist keep you bang on trend in the colour department. This is a great way of keeping up with the ever-changing hairstyles of the rich and famous. The prize is to the value of £1,000 and terms and conditions apply. To win, simply text the answer to the following question. What hairstyle did Victoria Beckham make famous? Was it A, the lob, B, the pob, or C, the cob? Text style followed by your choice of answer A, B or C to 88821. Entries cost £1.50 plus your standard network charge. Players must be 16 and over, and lines close at midnight on Tuesday the 3rd of March. You can find more details on the terms and conditions on our website. That's it for this week, but coming up next week on Style in the City, love is in the air. Nicki Gillon brings us the must-haves in Valentine's Day fashion. We put together a guide for all you men out there who struggle when it comes to buying lingerie for your loved one. And if you're considering buying perfume for the woman in your life this Valentine's, then tune in next week for our guide to finding the scent of love.
Signature styles at prices less than you think. Fall in love with boohoo.com.